between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Heward. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly, punch that ticket to the Super Bowl.
There is so much. You can just feel it in this building. There is so much pomp and circumstance that comes with this game. And winning the conference title is a major achievement for a franchise, no question. But you and I both know this, Kate. This isn't the trophy they've spent all season thinking about. It's not the ultimate prize, but it is just a step on the way to what they've been focused on all season long. Only one of these two teams is going to take that step and get that shot for the biggest trophy of them all in this league, that Lombardi Trophy.
And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football is in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that will be the key to the longevity of his career.
First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Fields. Finds his man. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. They have gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script.
So just like all touchdowns, take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. They've got a man in motion. Fields on first down. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 21. Escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now we stop. Looks like somebody was hurt on that play, and it's, oh no, oh, it's a big one. Justin Fields getting looked at by the medical staff after that snap. Throwing on 2nd and 8. He's got it. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Richardson throwing to start out. Watson with the catch. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's brought down for a loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Richardson on 3rd. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Completed to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Second and 3 now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
An eligible receiver downfield.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Completes this one to Kraft. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to give him the ball. You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, that's the one they should have run instead.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st down, it's Richardson. On target to Musgrave. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Achane up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Running with Achane out of the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4. So we're through one here in the AFC. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Escapes out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's now third down.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Diving right side, got it. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first. Out of the shotgun, a gift to A.J. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Quick slant complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7. Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done. But into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback's best friend. These receivers all the time will tell the QB in the huddle, just give me a chance, bud. Just give me a chance. Just put it up there.
Yep.
And that quarterback did, and the receiver delivers.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. He's going to throw this one. Dialing up a receiver screen. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you've got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. His work begins at the 31. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Bills will take over possession. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with Achane. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Brought down by Fred Warner. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He runs it up to midfield. Past the 25. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Achane will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer. They got to set an edge. And they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the...
And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead to 7. It's a James Conner touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes...
And no, they faked it. Brought in near the 10. And he's in, so how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he'll go down, we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Finding Flowers. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Bengals looking at 2nd and 3. From the 46, completed to Flowers. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. On the move, past the 40. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll throw it again. That's complete to Dobbins. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and 4. This one taken in by Kraft. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 16. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They send the tight end in motion. And after some relocating there, Brock, they track him down away from the pocket. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And it's back to a 1-score game now. The deficit is 6.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. He put everything he had into this one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Scores, touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. Chan with a touchdown. He's throwing for it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Bengals make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, clock's gonna run unless that defense burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. Returning it from the 4. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So to begin the third, it's going to be the Buffalo offense we see first. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Second down now, 7 to go. A-Chain again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with third down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He finds it beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw here from Richardson. Has a man, it's A-Chan. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain running right. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
This is Metcalf working that right side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Connor. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that brings up 3rd and goal from the 7. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Dicker connects there. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Caught by Flowers. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Keely Ringo making the play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now we've got to pause. Timeout called on the offensive side of the ball. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Pass taken in by Lockett. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Fields out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Fields throwing here. Finds him on the slant. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Bullock's kick is good. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Only one for... Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Richardson trying to get everybody to the line. 2nd down carry for Achane. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Gonna keep this one and go. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
Achane on the inside give. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 31. Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Achane, a 1st down carry. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. trying the right side. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. He has it on the QB sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Bills have likely locked up the win right there. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. They'll try to run it in. And he dives into the end zone for the two-point conversion. That is their third conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense that feels like you can't be stopped, you can't wait to say, ready, break. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw Fields. On target to Dobbins. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 1. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Flush down in the pocket. He can run it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Chased out to his right. He calls his own number again. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bengals hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now it's Fields. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. First down carry for Connor. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right back to Connor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Richardson on the move, headed right. That heater's going to fall to the turf.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And their lead will remain at 13.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Now Fields. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Out left, and Luckett makes the grab. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down throw for Fields. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Another throw for Fields. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Looking to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. Fields on first down. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Need this to force overtime. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Bills are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And congratulations to them, conference champions once again. Not the first time they've earned that title in their existence.